Good morning, my dear students. This is the second video of chapter 1, class 5, social studies. So I hope that you all understood what all the things we have learned in the first video. So today we will continue our first chapter. In the last video, that means in the first video, we learned about what is continent, what are oceans, and we learned about the first largest continent, that is Asia. Okay, and the features of Asia. Clear. And one more thing, we have uploaded in the parent portal, that is your quarantine day homework, isn't it? In class 5 SST I have uploaded that you have to write 4 points about each of the continent. So while I am explaining this continent, you can write in your copy that points, isn't it? So I am not writing in the blackboard what all the features are there in each continent. That is your homework, so you have to write. Okay. And today we will learn about the second largest continent in the world, that is Africa. Okay. The first we learned about Asia, and the second today we are going to learn about Africa. Okay. Africa is the second largest continent in the world. Order wise we are learning. First one Asia and second one Africa. And here we can see that in your book it is given a flattened form of our globe. Okay. Here we can see all the continents. Okay. And this is Asia. And now today we are going to learn about Africa. Africa is here. So by looking this flattened map, we can see that it is covered with water bodies on all sides, isn't it? Here it is water, okay, in between Europe and Africa. Here it is in the northern side, it is water. So this is Mediterranean Sea, and here we can see in the eastern side Indian Ocean is there, and here also western side Atlantic Ocean is there, and here in the southern side Southern Ocean is there. Okay, that means 4 sides are covered with water. Okay, that is the first speciality of Africa. Clear? Africa is the second largest continent in the world, and the 4 sides of Africa that is covered with water. That is the second speciality. And then the third one, that is world's longest river, Nile River. You all are learned about this thing, isn't it? Which is the world's longest river, that is Nile River. That is also in Africa. That is a third speciality of Africa. And the world's largest desert, Sahara Desert, that is also in Africa. These are the some of the specialities of Africa. And then one more important thing is that is Suez Canal. The picture is given here in your book, that is Suez Canal. Okay. And now what is this Suez Canal? It is situating here. Okay. This point. The connecting point of Asia and Africa. Here it is Suez Canal. It is a man-made thing. Okay. It is a canal. It is a man-made thing. It is not a natural thing. It is situating in Egypt. In our globe also it is here. Where is Suez Canal? Here it is. So this is Asia, okay, and this is Africa, and this is Europe. And here it is, this point is Suez Canal, okay. It allows the two-way water transportation between these continents. Okay, suppose one continent needs to export or import something to another continent. So this is the way. Okay, Suez Canal allows the two-way water transportation between these continents. Clear? And it is not a natural thing, it is a man-made thing, it is an artificial thing, Suez Canal. So that is another feature of Africa. Okay, so the speciality of this Suez Canal is, suppose Asia want to go Europe, isn't it? It is possible through this canal, while this canal is in Africa, but it is possible through this canal. So that is the two-way water transportation between the continents. It allows, Suez Canal allows the two-way water transportation between the continents. Clear? Okay, these are the specialities of Africa. Clear? Africa is the second largest continent and all the sides it is covered with water. Okay, and the world's longest river, Nile River, is there in Africa, and the world's largest desert, Sahara Desert, also in Africa, and the major speciality is Suez Canal. It is a man-made canal, artificial canal. It is situating in Egypt. It allows a two-way water transportation between the continents. Okay, only this much is about Africa. So now we are going to learn about the third largest continent in the world, that is North America. Third one is North America. Okay, and North America is a continent. It is discovered by Christopher Columbus. Okay, Christopher Columbus is an Italian explorer. What is the meaning of explorer? That already you have learned in class 4 social studies. Explorer means a person who travels for discover or explore new places. So he was an Italian explorer, Christopher Columbus. He discovered North America, the continent of North America. And the biggest point in our globe, where is North America? Here it is North America. Okay, and this is South America. Clear? This is North America and this is South America. In your book also it is given here. You can easily understand by looking this your book. Okay, here is North America and here is South America. Okay, and here the speciality of North America is the highest point in the continent is Mount McKinley. It is a mountain. Okay, that is in Alaska. The place name is Alaska. Okay, the highest mountain point of North America is Mount McKinley. Don't forget the name. There are a lot of these kind of names will come. You have to learn. Okay, read the book carefully and you have to learn these names. Mount McKinley, that is in Alaska. Okay, here it is given here. Alaska is here. In our globe we can see that Alaska is here. Okay, and then two important mountains are there in North America. Okay, in the western side of North America, Rocky Mountains are there here, and in the eastern part, Appalachian Mountains are there. Okay, you have to learn these names of the mountains. No another way. Okay, the highest point of this continent is Mount McKinley, and in the western part Rocky Mountains are there, and in the eastern part Appalachian Mountains are there. Okay, and the entire continent is in northern hemisphere. What is northern hemisphere? In the class 4 also I explained that this is our Earth. Okay, and this is equator. Equator is, what is the duty of the equator? Equator is dividing our Earth into two parts. So from the equator, and this is North Pole and this is South Pole. Okay, and from the equator to the North Pole, this part is known as northern hemisphere, and from the equator to the South Pole, this part is known as southern hemisphere. Okay, in our Earth, equator is there. Equator is dividing our Earth into two parts. From the equator to the North Pole, this portion is known as northern hemisphere, and from the equator to the South Pole, this part is known as the southern hemisphere. So our North American continent is fully situating in the northern hemisphere. Clear? That is it. And this continent is also known as the most advanced continent. Like in our Asia also we learned Asia is known as the most populous continent because most populous countries in the world, China and India, situating here, Asian continent. That is why it is known as the most populous continent. Likewise, North American continent is also known as the most advanced continent because most advanced countries of our world, USA, United States of America and Canada are situating in this North America. That is why that continent is known as most advanced continent. Clear? North American continent is known as most advanced continent because most advanced countries of USA and Canada are situating in this continent. That is why it is known as most advanced continent. Only this much about North America. Clear? North America is the third largest continent and Christopher Columbus discovered this continent, and the highest point in this continent is Mount McKinley, that is situating in Alaska, and two important mountains are there in this continent. In the western side Rocky Mountains are there, and the eastern side Appalachian Mountains are there, and last one, it is known as the most advanced continent. Only this much. And the fourth one, now we are going to learn about the fourth largest continent in the world, that is South America. Okay, so South America is the fourth largest continent in the world. So here, this is North America and this is South America. So here, North America and South America are joined together in this part, that is known as Isthmus of Panama. Okay, it is a narrow land, narrow striped land that is joined together North America and South America, this part. Okay, that is known as Isthmus of Panama. It is a narrow striped land. Okay, and this land is joined together, is joining the North America and South America. And then this, in this North American continent, one mountain, important mountain is there, that is Andes stretch, Andes mountain, Andes. Okay, and in the western part we can see Andes stretch. Okay, only one mountain in the South American continent is given in your book, only that much, that name you have to learn. But in North American continent you have to learn 2-3 mountain names. Here only one name it is given in your book, that is Andes stretch. Okay, and then one more thing is there, the famous Amazon rainforest are there in South American continent. Maybe you all have heard about Amazon rainforest, that is in South America. Okay, and then these Amazon rainforests are covered with seas. Okay, and then it is the thickest forest in the world. Amazon rainforests are the thickest forest in the world. Okay, very few points are there about South America, that is given in your book. South America is the fourth largest continent. Okay, and North America and South America are joined together in Isthmus of Panama, and Andes stretch is there in the western part of South America, and the famous Amazon rainforest, the world's thickest rainforest, are there in South America. Only this much is there. Okay, and the fifth largest continent, next is the fifth one, fifth largest continent is Antarctica. Antarctica is the fifth largest continent. Here we all know that where is Antarctica. See, look at here, it is here. Okay, no human life is not there. Okay, only the scientists are going for the research purposes and all in Antarctica. Okay, only the cold animals like cold bears and then whales, these kind of animals, penguins are there, only that much, and only scientists are going for the research studies and all in Antarctica. No human life is there. Okay, and it is the fifth largest continent in the world, and we can see Antarctica everywhere white. So it is also known as the white continent because it is frozen throughout the year. Throughout the year, Antarctica continent we can see in white color because it is frozen. It is, snow is falling all the time. So that is why Antarctic continent is known as the white continent in the world. Clear? Antarctica is the fifth largest continent in the world. No human life is there, only scientists and are going there for research studies and all. Okay, and penguins, whales, seals, these kind of animals we can see in Antarctica, and it is the coldest part of the world and it is frozen throughout the year. Okay, throughout the year, every day it is frozen. Okay, that is why that continent is known as white continent. Okay, everywhere white is there, white only we can see. So that is why that continent is known as white continent. So next one, the sixth one, Europe. Europe is the sixth largest continent in the world. Okay, and where is Europe? We can see nearer to Asia. Okay, here is Asia and here is Africa and here is our Europe. Okay, and Europe and Asia are neighbors. So sometimes in some special places it is known as Eurasia because they are neighbors, and here in some part of our Asia it is joined to there. So that is why in some times some part it is known as Eurasia. Okay, that means half name of Europe and half name of Asia, Eurasia. But by looking it is very small, but most developed countries are there in Europe. We can see UK, United Kingdom is there, Germany is there, France is there, Finland is there, Spain. These kind of developed countries are there in Europe. Okay, by looking at size and all, we can say it is very small, but it is not like that. It is a developed continent because the most developed countries are there. Okay, like UK, Germany, Finland, Denmark, Spain, these kind of developed countries are there. That is why it is a developed continent. Okay, but by size wise it is small. And sometimes in some part it is known as Eurasia because Asia and Europe are neighbors. Okay, that is why it is known as Eurasia. And only this much is about Europe. Okay, and the last one, last but not the least, the smallest continent in the world, that is Australia. Seventh one is Australia. Okay, the smallest continent in the world is Australia.
Stop.
So Australia is the seventh continent in the world. And then this Australia, we can see that where is Australia? Here, this one. This is our Australia, and everywhere it is water, isn't it? So all the sides are water here, isn't it? And it is the smallest continent in the world. And one more thing is that it is a country too, isn't it? It is a continent also, and it is single, it is a small country also. Okay, so every sides, that means four sides are covered with water here. Okay, and this Australia is situated in the southern hemisphere of our Earth. Here I have explained that what is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So our Australia is situated entirely in the southern hemisphere. That means this part. From the equator to the south pole, this part is known as southern hemisphere. So Australia is fully situated in the southern hemisphere. Okay, and here we can see that in Australia, New Zealand is also there. Okay, and New Zealand, here we can see New Zealand and Australia, some islands are there situated. So collectively these islands are known as Australasia. Okay, Australasia. These islands, New Zealand, Australia, and some islands are there situating, and collectively these islands. So these islands are known as Australasia. Okay, that is an important feature of Australia. And then another important features are there, that is Great Barrier Reef and Great Australian Desert. These two are the important features we can see in Australia. This is Great Barrier Reef. Okay, that means you have already learned in class 4 in our Lakshadweep Islands, corals are there, like Okay, like that only. In Australia, okay, Great Barrier Reef is there. Okay, and then Great Australian Desert. Okay, Great Australian Desert and Great Barrier Reef. These two are the important speciality of Australia. Okay, so Australia is the smallest continent and it is a country too. Okay, and then it is surrounded by water on all sides. Okay, and then it is situating in the southern hemisphere. Okay, it is situating in the southern hemisphere, and two important features are there in Australia, that is Great Barrier Reef and Great Australian Desert. And one more thing, Australia and New Zealand and some of the islands are collectively known as Australasia. Only this much is there about our continents. So today we have learned about all the continents. Okay, in the last video we learned about Asia, and today we have learned Africa, North America, South America, and Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. I hope that you all have understood about these continents. So read your chapter, read your book carefully 2-3 times. Okay, and today's homework you please write in your copy. That is in which country the Suez Canal located. Okay, that is your today's homework. So see you in the next video, children. Take care.